Okay, let's talk a moment about selecting a park. You know, it's really important to decide what is a good park for you to work in. It may, you know, some considerations may be how close it is to you, but I will tell you one of the primary couple of considerations are, one is I don't like working in institutional parks. You know, ones owned by ARC or Clayton Homes. They're fine parks typically, but the thing is I want to be able to develop relationships in that park, and the two most important relationships are your relationship with the park manager and the relationship with the park owner. So let's start with the park manager, and let's assume that they're not the same person, because sometimes they can be in the smaller parks. One, you need to determine if it's okay if you go do deals in that park, and it's very important that that be okay, because you don't want to have a conflicting relationship. And commonly, they're very good with it. There are some owners or managers that like to get these deals and do them themselves, and that's fine. That's part of their business model. So I would disregard those parks and not try to force yourself in, because there's way too many parks that have a friendly environment for investors. They actually, many of them actually want you in there and will help facilitate you. And that's important that you choose a park that does that. What you want to know, for one, is are they friendly to investors, and get to know the owner and the manager. And you'll find out too very quickly if they want you in there, because one of the things that can be very expensive is paying lot rent every month. If you've got a $250 a month lot rent, and that it takes you a couple of months to get a house, maybe clean it up and then get it sold, you don't want to be having to eat that $250 a month problem. It really turns into a problem after a couple of months. And it gives you a negative cash flow right off the bat that eats into your margins. So I would look for a park that is very friendly to investors and will forgive that lot rent while that home is being rehabbed and you're being sold. Further, I'd actually even ask that you really super highly consider only doing business at a park that you've got a relationship with the owner or park manager, that if you get that home back and it's repossessed, that you don't have to eat those monthly payments again. Now, they'll want that income, of course, but I'm going to lay out what you really need in a future video and the type of relationship you want to have with park owners, because this is one of the most crucial things that will affect you. Because if they're nickel and diming you to death about fixing this up and fixing that up, and if you're having to eat lot rents with those homes that do get repossessed, that's not a relationship that you want long term, because that'll eat into your margins every time. And there's too many owners that really understand the value of an investor, and they won't do that to them. There's too many that'll help you, they'll go the extra mile, and I would absolutely look for that, the one that is appreciative of a factor in their park. Because the bottom line is that whenever you put a home in their park and you increase that income in that park, you've actually increased the value of that owner's park. And so if he's not very cognizant of that, very accommodating, you want to stay away from that park. Do not touch it with a 10-foot pole. So I want to create a video that's just specifically talks about this topic. So again, the relationship with the manager is crucial, because that's the person that you'll be dealing with from day to day or week to week, depending on how often you're out there, month to month. Because once you do a deal, you don't have to go back very often. But if you're working that park actively, you want to have a good relationship with that manager. So make sure you guys have like each other. That's somebody that maybe you can feel comfortable taking out to lunch periodically, that they're the type of person that you can build a relationship with, so that they'll call you if their good deal comes up, or that you can call them or stop in, drop in, visit with them, and find out what's going on in the park. Because that's the most crucial relationship is with that park manager. And then again, an accommodating park owner. Hope this helps. Good luck with your investment.